Welcome to Psychology Daily. We continue the week on environment, and today I'm going to tell you about two experiments that can explain why people in some countries don't care about global warming at all, while in others do. Spoiler alert, it is related to temperature scales. Because this video is about two temperature scales, it will be harder to comprehend one of them depending on where you are from and what temperature scale is used in your country. Before I will tell you about experiments, I must explain the basics of two scales and the conversion between them. Here is a simple formula you can use to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. Eugene Chan assumes that people can use different reference points on those scales. The most obvious one is the temperature when water freezes, and it is 0 in Celsius or 32 degrees in Fahrenheit. However, comparing temperature against 32 Fahrenheit is difficult, especially in negative numbers. For example, as in -14 Fahrenheit, one must not only calculate the difference between -14 and 0, but also between 0 Fahrenheit and 32 Fahrenheit. This mental addition is cumbersome and draws on limited cognitive resources. As a protest, he conducted a pilot study where participants were randomly placed into Celsius or Fahrenheit conditions. In the first condition, Celsius condition, they were given 4 temperatures in Celsius and asked to write down the temperature in Celsius that would be twice as cold for temperatures below 0 Celsius, or twice as warm for temperatures above it. In the Fahrenheit condition, participants were also given 4 temperatures and also asked to write down the temperature that would be twice as cold for temperatures below 32 Fahrenheit, or twice as warm for those above. Well, the results on your screen. The starting point are equal in Celsius and Fahrenheit, -20, -10, +10 and +20 degrees in Celsius. However, estimated twice as cold and twice as warm mean answers are drastically different. Pairs are grouped by color. Eugene Chan, based on those results, suggested that people in Fahrenheit use 2 different reference points. The reference points at 0 Fahrenheit for temperatures below it, but one at 32 Fahrenheit for temperatures above 0 Fahrenheit. And those are results of a pilot study. And more is coming. In the first experiment, there were 4 conditions, Celsius and Fahrenheit, and 2 different base temperatures, -24 or -16 degrees in Celsius or equal in Fahrenheit. Later, they read the following instructions. Here is the example for Celsius condition. Climate change should be a concern for everyone on this planet. Currently, the average temperature in Antarctica is -24 Celsius. A 5 Celsius rise in Earth's temperature over the next 500 years can have devastating impacts on the ecology and economy of the world in which we and our children live, not just in Antarctica. A rise in temperature means a rise in the ocean level, more extreme weather events, and affects the quality of air and water even in the United States. Decisions made today will have lasting consequences for future generations. And later participants were asked, how concerned are you by the rise in the Earth's temperature, and how important is it to limit, if not stop, climate change, with scales from not at all to very important. During the analysis of results, participants concerned with and importance of limiting climate change were averaged to form a single index of concern. For Celsius, participants were more concerned when they read that the global temperature was -24 Celsius than when it was -16 Celsius. The colder the objective, the greater the concern for the rise in temperature. But for Fahrenheit, they were less concerned when the temperature was -11 Fahrenheit than when it was 3 Fahrenheit. The colder the objective temperature, the less the concern for climate change, which is in contrast to the finding for Celsius. He replicated those results in the second experiment, where participants were from Australia and the United States, Fahrenheit and Celsius country respectively. Instead of questionnaire measurement of concern, he offered to donate part of their payment for participation to Greenpeace, to fight climate change in particular. As in previous study, the results were in opposite direction for Celsius and Fahrenheit. That's simple. Different temperature scales, different perception of global warming. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you tomorrow.